Welcome to the class of 1995 commencement exercises. This is at the Fairfield High School Stadium on Sunday, June 4th, 1995 at 2 p.m. The program today will be the processional by the high school band, vocal music by the Fairfield High School Chamber Singers. The commencement speakers will be two members of the class of 1995, Mackenzie Pollitt and Tu Vampanya. Dr. John R. Kelly, Superintendent of the Fairfield Community School District, will recognize scholastic honors. Ralph D. Meserly, High School Principal, will present the class of 1995 to Mr. Wayne King, President of the Board of Education, who will award, on behalf of the school board, the graduation diplomas to the 120 members of the Fairfield High School class of 1995. The class flower is the white ice rose, and the class colors are black and cardinal.
make sure it's on. I would like to welcome all parents, relatives, and friends of the class of 1995 to our spring commencement. Thank you for coming to share this special event with us.
And now the FHS Chamber Singers, under the direction of Linda Mitchelltree, will sing This Day.
As the Fairfield High School Chamber Singers prepare to mount the stage, I'd like to remind you that the class president is Amanda Deitch, vice president is Kelly Conger, secretary is Carissa Freeman, and the treasurer is Mackenzie Pollitt. Faculty class sponsors are Joe Ray Pfeiffer and Sharon Flinsball, co-chairpersons. Danita Follett, Art Hudden, Carolyn Loudon, Barbara McMahon, David Messerly, Linda Mitchelltree, Rich Reaver, Mike Schenk, Tom White, and Joyce Witzenberg.
Which way?
As the chamber singers go back to their seats, I'd like to let you know that the commencement speech by Mackenzie Pollitt is entitled Our Class's Determination, followed by Tu Vampanya, and his speech is entitled Opportunity Through Every Door.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, faculty, families, and fellow classmates. Welcome to the 1995 commencement exercises. Our class has chosen a motto, and it reads as follows: Some succeed because they are destined to, most succeed because they are determined to. I think this motto is true for everyone, but especially true for the class of 1995. Every person in here is surrounded by determined people, but I especially want my class to look at the people they are sitting next to, behind, or in front of. Classmates, take a look around you. In fact, I think I'll take a picture since it'll last longer. While you were looking, did you happen to see any members of the girls' golf team that recently returned from the state meet? Maybe you spotted former students of physics class who were determined to eat as much popcorn as they could handle for the popcorn lab. Or how about any members of the boys' basketball team that went to state for the first time in 34 years? Or any student council members who were quite determined to get both a Gatorade and a vending machine for our cafeteria? Did you see any of the chorus members who received various high division ratings at the state chorus concert? And I hope you did not see a person that was determined to call in a bomb threat on the coldest day of the year for 3 straight years. You may have seen John Ingbrett, who was very determined to make it to state in cross country individually and to state in track with his former teammates. Did you happen to see those unforgettable boys who were quite determined to show the entire school what good Chippendale dancers they were? I would never make a fool of myself by singing any funny songs, of course. You may have seen Mr. Scepter, who made physical science fun and interesting. How about Travis Zaboski, Becky Messenger, Cheryl Tollinaire, or Justin Rogers, who all spent hours upon hours memorizing line after line of various plays? Did you see Kim Merritt and Tiffany Johnson, who were determined to make it to the state tennis meet in doubles 2 years in a row? Or how about Mrs. Marker, who taught us that having piles and piles of books and papers wasn't necessarily a bad thing? And Tu Vampanya, who was nearly our state wrestling champion for the first time in 37 years. And then there's Dale Noe, who traveled all the way to Washington, D.C. with a very special art exhibit. How about Mr. Breen, who was very determined not to let anyone sleep in his classes? I hope you saw Miss Piper, who never let anyone go a day without being reminded of that 10-cent book fine. Did any of you see members of the varsity volleyball team that made it incredibly far along in the state tournament playoffs? And those of you who may not have fallen into the categories I mentioned, doesn't mean you weren't determined. Obviously you were, because you're here today. I could continue on, but I think everyone is beginning to see my point, which is that every single one of us is determined and should stay that way. Without determination, none of us would get anywhere. We wouldn't get out of bed in the morning, or come to school on time almost every day, or stay awake during films, or finish that dreaded mile run twice a year in gym class. Just because you are graduating doesn't mean you should lose your determination. Life doesn't end today, it is just beginning. Therefore, keep up that determination and you will succeed. Thank you, Class of 95, for all of the memories and for letting me speak to you today, and please stay determined.
It is an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to stand before you today. When I started preschool, I had thought this time would never come, but I am here, standing nervously in front of you. These are the days of our lives. We will look into the past and see what we have accomplished and not the failure. It is our goal to set a future for ourselves and our loved ones. I remember the time when my family first arrived in America. I remember my mom hanging the clothes and it froze. I remember the time when my brothers, Chai and Ponti, tied Sang to the tree and wouldn't let him go. I remember my father telling his tall tale stories to us, and the time my only sister, Tang, was always being picked on. When I was little, I would wonder why we have to go to school nowadays. I thought you can get your geographic from reading the road maps when you're lost, or your arithmetic from dialing a telephone, or your ABCs from the AAA club, FHS, IC for ICs, and all those other initials. I thought when I grow old, I could sit back and live to be 100. You would all see the difference between the green and red street lights and read the traffic signs when I drove. But those were days when I had a wide imagination. These are the times when you can sit back and think about what a class has gone through. Kindergarten, the true grade. Nap time, the most common kind of study, which we should have in high school. Elementary, where flashcards were always available. And recess, the time we cherished the most. Middle school, we were the first class to get moved up to 6th grade. Those were the times at intramurals, collecting milk jugs and nuts and getting our first kiss. Finally, high school, the big 4 years of our lives where we have made many memories for ourselves. The feeling of state competition, those outrageous dances, and don't forget those health classes in gym. The completion of high school is not the end, for that would be life. In this world, everything has an end, also marks a beginning. The end of one day begins the next. The end of one task, the beginning of a new one. A flower grows, blooms, and dies, for it waits for another season to bloom again. So it is with our education. What we have learned in school, valuable it is only beginning. Whether or not you have taken advantage of the course you have just finished is a matter between you and your conscience. Up to this time, your parents have held your hands, directed you, and made it easy for you. From now on, you must rely more and more upon your own efforts. The good received from college will depend entirely upon you. Today means different things to each of you. To some, it is desire for a higher education. To others, it is the beginning of business life or just work. To those who are going to college, I would say, have a purpose. Do not go because a friend will be there or for the social enjoyment it will bring you. Money is not to be wasted. You will have plenty of both when it comes to you. Have a goal, work towards it until you've completed that course. For every door, there's an opportunity through it. When you go through, the word push or pull is written on it. Opening the door is the easiest task, but beyond that door is entirely upon you. That door may not be the right one for you. For every door, there may be failures. For every door, there may be success. Choose the right ones because there are many doors out there for everyone. As you leave the school door for the last time, life, which lies beyond the door, will be for you. Life is short, and nobody said it would be easy. When you have the chance, the time to walk through the park, to listen to the birds, to go to another state or country, or to watch a sunset, or simply to be with your family, take advantage of that time, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. The secret of life is not to do what you like, but to like what you do. May your hopes and dreams be realized in the fullest. In the years to come, may your names reflect between the walls that you have lived during your life. Before I step off this stage, I would like to thank my friends, the faculty, my family, my sponsors who have helped us get to this country, and the people who has helped me make it this far. As what Forrest Gump would say, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Speaking for the class of 1995 and for the faculty, we want to say a sincere thank you to all persons, and especially to you parents, who have done so much to make this graduation day a reality for your sons and daughters. We certainly appreciate the fact that you taxpayers are willing to support a fine educational program for the young people of the Fairfield Community School District. At this time, I'd like to recognize the members of the Fairfield Community School Board. These ladies and gentlemen have dedicated many hours of service to the Fairfield Community School District to make sure that we have the finest educational program possible for our youth. Jennifer Anderson couldn't be here today. Craig Foss, Wayne King, Gene Parker, Mary Pettit, Dave Reef is also absent. He was out of town today, and Bob Wiegert. Let's give these people a hand. They have many hours. Fairfield's young people are outstanding, and we're proud of them. The class of 1995 has brought many honors to this community in terms of leadership, service, athletics, and the arts. Throughout the year, many awards are given for the various activities in our high school, but we always reserve graduation to name the very important scholastic honors. First, we'd like to introduce those students who are to receive honors. Then we'll recognize the group of students who receive high honors. Finally, the group who will receive the highest honors. I will call the names alphabetically, not necessarily in order of their academic record. Will the parents stand with your son or daughter? And will all students and parents remain standing until all in your group are named? And will the audience please hold your applause until all in the group are named? And graduates, if you would turn and face the audience so everyone could see you. The following members of the class of 1995 are to receive honors. Jeremy Dwayne Crees, son of Karen and Dwayne Crees. Erin Ruth Derby, daughter of Donna and Terry Derby. Timothy Lee Deers, son of Sue and Leland Deers. Jill Elizabeth Foss, daughter of Barbara and Craig Foss. Jill Christina Hahn, daughter of Deborah and Charles Hahn. Jennifer K. Hunt, daughter of Linda and Howard Hunt. Patricia J. Leyden, daughter of Myrna and James Leyden. Andrew Philip Miller, son of Connie and Philip Miller. Cheryl Eileen Tollinaire, daughter of Kathy and Peter Tollinaire. Let's give this group a big hand. Next, we'd like to recognize those students who already received high honors. Jill Renee Crawford, daughter of Karen and Charles Crawford. Edward Forrest Crowell, son of Sandra Crowell and Douglas Crowell. John Paul Engbert, son of Pamela and Dennis Engbert. Rhiannon K. Frederick, daughter of Barbara and Dale Frederick. John Stephen Pasha, son of Evelyn and Stephen Pasha. Mackenzie Don Pollitt, daughter of Don Bentley and Larry Pollitt. Nathan Bruce Taylor, son of Don Taylor. Let's give these people a hand. And now the students who are to receive highest honors. Those young people who scholastically led the class of 1995. Brian Gregory Callanan, son of Laura and Larry Miller and Jerry Callanan. Kevin Dean Kirka, son of Sharon and Joseph Kirka. Randy Allen Lucason, son of Sharon and John Lucason. Let's give these people a hand. And a very special congratulations to all of you. Quality education requires a partnership of home, school, and community. Our young people bear witness to the strength of that partnership in the Fairfield Community School District. As the honors which you have just been named are symbols of high scholastic achievement, the diplomas which all of you will soon receive are symbols of the scholastic achievement necessary for high school graduation. It is our hope that all of you will continue to learn throughout your careers. Good luck and congratulations to all of you on this your high school graduation day.
What a beautiful day for an outstanding class to graduate. As we get started, I just would make mention so that all you parents know that when we actually start having the students come across the stage, we have a professional photographer here to take pictures. They'll be sitting right over here as they get their diploma. If anyone wants to come down and take a picture, that's perfectly okay. Please just stay back so that you won't behind where they are, so that we can get a nice professional picture here if you want to, if they want to get it afterwards. Okay. Would the class of 1995 please stand? Mr. King, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduating class of 1995. They have met all of the requirements set forth by the Board of Education of the Fairfield Community School District. I recommend them to you for graduation. The class may be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Messley. Good afternoon to the family and friends of the 1995 graduating class. Also to the staff, the administration, the board of directors, and a special greeting to the class of 1995. Today is a very special day for all of you. However, it is also a special day for your parents, family, and friends, realizing that you have been challenged in one way or another for the last 12 years, and you have successfully met that challenge. And you have conquered those challenges with the support of your parents and family involvement. It could have been in academics, sports, music, or drama, or it could have been the first time you were allowed to take the family car for a date or to scoop the loop. Believe me, being a parent, that was a tremendous challenge. Today, however, the tide is turning, and you will not be playing on your home court. You will be making the decisions on your own, and those of you entering college will be tested on your self-discipline to see that you complete your courses. And those of you heading into the workforce will be tested the same for self-discipline to your employers. What this eventually means is, what do I want to do with my life? Some of you have already made that determination, and I applaud you. For all of you, it means exposure to the opportunities of not only local and state matters, but national, global, and even outer space. In this world of advanced technology, everything is changing so fast and almost overnight that it is becoming difficult to keep up. I listened to a speaker at a national conference say that she had 8 computers, and only the last one she purchased would do the things she wanted. However, she went ahead to say that that computer would be outdated in 8 months. The graduates of today must prepare yourselves and be ready to meet these challenges head on. This could be in higher education, it could be in politics, or it could be in serving your community as you work to establish your home and families. You have witnessed some of the most historical changes as the young Asian student challenged the huge tank in the Far East. And you have witnessed the crumbling of the Berlin Wall that caused the loss of so many lives of people. A life cannot be replaced, nor a memory forgotten. And as we witnessed these changes in the world, I was impressed with the involvement of the young people. They were involved because they wanted a better life, and they faced the challenges. 8 years ago, I traveled 2 weeks in Russia, and in each city, our tour guides were young college students. And I traveled from Leningrad, which is now St. Petersburg, south to Yalta on the Black Sea, and back to Moscow. And all of the guides said that things will change, and it would be the young people doing it. Those young people stood for what they believed in. They made the challenge, and today the world is a better place for it. There is a song that I have heard several times, and part of the words are, "You must stand for something, or you will fall for anything." I do hope you will remember those words. And also remember that in the dictionary is the only place that success comes before work. As you leave here today and head out to celebrate, remember you are facing your first big challenge. We want all of you on the population charts, not as a statistic. In closing, I want to challenge each and every one of you. And that challenge is, when making decisions, use the mind that you have, but make it come from the heart. I congratulate you on your honor here today, and I wish you the very best in the direction you choose to travel. Good luck to all of you.
We're ready for that special time. Will the junior marshals please come forward? Okay, let's go. Come right ahead. Jill Marie Adam. Becky Joy Adam. Rebecca. Christina K. Asby. Sylvia Badia. Sean Michael Baker. Daniel Lee Beasley. Kevin Charles Beekle. Todd William Bass. Charles Glenn Bruner. Jason Brent Byers. Jason Thomas Calhoun. Brian Gregory Calnon. Denver Wayne Carlson. You're right. Lori Ann Sentner. Michelle Darlene Christner. Jacqueline Dawn Coffin. Kelly Joe Conger. Michael Travis Coop. Randy Dwayne Copeland. Misty Sue Corbin. Jill Renee Crawford. Jeremy Dwayne Crease. Jason Robert Cubbage. Stephen Lee Cummings. Matthew Dale Day. Jamie Elaine Diaz. Aaron Ruth Derby. Amanda K. Deitch. Jamie Ann Deitch. Nicole Renee Deloy. Trudy Sue Dunn. Kimberly Don Errett. John Paul Engbrecht. Eric Allen Engel. Shannon Stewart Fenton. Lisa Renee Fleming. Jill Elizabeth Foss. Selena Ann Foster. Rhiannon K. Frederick. Carissa Marie Freeman. Heather Dawn Freeberg. Jesse Lee Fry. Ryan Allen Gaines. Heather Lynn Gary. J. Norton Giltner. Terry Lynn Glover. Jill Christina Hahn. Michelle Lynn Harrington. We're happy you made it too. Leonard Daniel Harvey. Mindy Sue Headley. Charity Lee Heisel. Cody Hine. Alan Paul Hill. Carrie Dwayne Hawk. Amanda Marie Hewell. Jennifer K. Hunt. Ward Hennis Hunt. Jody Lynn Ingerson. Jamie Sue Jeressa. Julie Beth Johnson. Tiffany Mary Jennifer Johnson. Christina Ray Carbaca. Blaine Riley Cruz. Kevin Dean Kirka. Kelly Ann Lathrop. Kelly Allen Lathrop. Sorry about that, Kelly. You can get him maybe later. Patricia J. Leiden. Randy Allen Lucasen. Sabrina K. Manning. Justin James Martin. Jeffrey Allen Malott. Tricia Suzanne Melvin. Rebecca Arlene Messenger. Ryan Dean Metz. Christopher Brian Michaels. Andrew Philip Miller. Joseph Lynn Miller. Mark Andrew Myers. Sean Edwin Nelson. Clayton Daniel Neubauer. Jennifer Ann Nicely. Dale Eugene Noe. John Stephen Pasha. Brandy Michelle Patton. Sean Martin Peck. Jolene Desiree Phillips. Gretchen Sabrina Pickard. Jamie K. Porin. Joshua Aaron Porin. Joshua John Porin. Mackenzie Dawn Pollitt. Dwayne Dean Rieger. Jake Reef. Orlando Juan Reyes. Dustin Robin Rogers. Erin Elizabeth Russell. Tricia Marie Sanigan. Scott Allen Simpson. Daniel Joseph Sidoris. Nacombe Sissamfon. Kara Ann Small. Jeremy Scott Small. Brenda Sue Smalley. Travis Michael Saboski. Tui Sisuchan. Nathan Bruce Taylor. Cheryl Eileen Tollinaire. Mary Beth Troxel. Heather Ann Tucker. Matthew Paul Turner. Amy Lynn Vanoy. Tu Von Panya. Matthew Allen Voorhees. Melinda Starr Weishire. Matthew Michael Welcher. Miranda Ann White. Alice Lorraine Woodsmall. Ann Therese Weissong. There's your class of 1995. Give them a big hand. They are indeed an outstanding class, an outstanding group of individuals. And now it's time for the changing of your tassel. Would Amanda Deitch and Jennifer Hunt please come forward?
Attention, boys and girls of the class of 1995.
It's time to make all of us the men and women of society. On the count of 3, we're going to change our tassels from the left to the right. 1, 2, 3.
Very good, very good. Would the junior marshals come forward? Just a reminder, as you march out over and take a picture, we might be able to get that in before it rains. Thank you, everyone who came. We lucked out and haven't gotten rained on, so let's move right on out. We're ready, Jim.
Good job. Thank you.
Yeah, we never got rained on.